Hey, you guys, we are back to do another review of Married to Medicine. Now, we need to name this Hip Hop to Medicine because it is becoming so freaking ratchet. And oh, yeah, the girls is jealous. They're mean girls, period.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, KoEd camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E12. This is my lovely wife.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships, reviews, entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight we're gonna be doing a review on Ghetto to Medicine, Medicine to Ghetto, or Married to Ghetto People, whoever you want to call it, because it's starting to become like, love and hip hop, fights, lies, cheating, and cuss. It's just the bar is set so low now.
It really is. So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure that you hit the like button, hit the like. So and definitely make sure you comment down below. What did y'all think about this episode, and where are your stance with is it still the same Married to Medicine? I was listening to Layla Lynn Media, I think she changed it to that earlier today, and she was just talking about how Married at First Sight was kind of like, one of her best Bravo shows.
You said Married at First Sight.
I'm sorry, Married to Medicine was one of her better Bravo shows that she enjoyed, but now it's kind of taking a tank. So what are y'all views? I feel the same way, that is taking a tank, especially since Mariah not on the show. It was just a certain, But anyway, all right, you guys. So let's get into this ratchet review. So it started out with King running for Greg and Greg running for his life. I'm running for my life. I'm just running for my life. So yeah, thoughts.
Yes, Greg was running. I'm gonna keep it real. He was running. I was rooting for Greg for the old head team. The old head team was trying to tuck his tail and run. He did. But you gotta keep it real. King is younger, he's more fit. And Greg in his 40s and stuff. And Greg, they laid on the episode.
Is he in his 40s or 50s?
Yeah, he could be in his 50s, who knows? If he is in his 50s, that makes it worse. But anyway,
he said he got a job, he got a career.
Yeah,
he ain't.
But then again, he did say, if nobody was going to stop it, he was going to fight for his life, or they were going to fight to the death. Stop the cap, Greg.
But I think he was telling me he would have been the one that died.
Stop the cap.
He know that he went on.
Yeah, stop the cap, man. But he knew it. That's why he was backing up, and
I don't know who was not in control over King and let him let loose, but they let him let loose. I think they probably thought that he was calm.
Yeah, you hold somebody, they calming down, you let them go, and that's what happened. You fooled them. But yeah, Greg didn't start getting froggy until you got people in between them. Come on, man, come on. Then when he saw they let King loose, and that's when he started backing up.
Yeah, that's true.
But hey, I trust it. I get it. I understand.
So all the girls come around, everybody run, and whatever. And I guess I was a little bit confused as why Sweet Tea was crying. Was she crying?
She was upset.
Okay.
I don't know if she was crying, but she was upset. And I guess, in a situation like that you see, your spouse about to get in a fight with his, ex new man. And it was probably too much for her.
It was very emotional.
Yeah, and she got real emotional about it.
Because in the previews, I thought that he got beat up or something the way that they was around her. So the girls was around Sweet Tea, and Phaedra was praying for her. And of course, speaking in tongues. And somebody says, they over there praying and speaking in tongues. And Simone was like, And then in Simone's confessional, she said that that's way too much. It's hard for me to believe that God would use Phaedra when he ain't even talking to her about her relationship with Apollo?
Simone, you really disappointed me with that statement, man, because God can use anybody at any time. Okay. He can use anybody at any time. And he probably did use her at that time. Why you up there questioning that? You're not questioning the fact that she's speaking in tongues. You question the fact that you're jealous. And you try to find any little thing about Phaedra to just kind of bash her with. And to me, that statement was uncalled for. What you think, baby?
Yeah, I think that the fact that it was not your saint, your mini Jesus jacket praying for, because you wouldn't have said that with Jackie.
No, no doubt.
But it was Phaedra. How dare you? Look at the way you dress. Oh my gosh, you think you're above the girls. How can God dare use you? Look how you're treating us. You called us them bees over there. How can you? So that's what it really and truly was.
But you said Phaedra grew up in the church.
Phaedra grew up in the church. She's a Southern. That's why she's known as a Southern Belle per se, because from the South. So she grew up in the church. I think her parents are pastors or something like that or whatever. So yeah, Phaedra, baby, I can speak in a tongue. Does that make me who could God use you? You know what I'm saying? And then there is people that speak in fake tongues. So let's keep that 100 too. So just
That is
because you
true.
speak in a tongue doesn't mean, I'm not saying that's the case with Phaedra. I'm just saying you equating that to, oh my gosh, so
Yeah.
I just thought it was a very ignorant statement. And I know the
Yeah.
people is dragging her for the filth on the social medias because of her statement, because that's just wild.
Yeah, when she said it, I heard it when she said it and caught me off guard. I said, why would she say something like that? You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about God, and he can't use anybody,
Baby, anybody.
anything.
He
Burning
used,
bush or whatever you want to call
okay.
it. And so, for her to say that, I'm like, oh, geez, Simone.
Ignorant. Yeah, he actually in the Bible he used the whole donkey, honey. Was
Baby.
talking to the donkey to get to the prophet. So what you say about that? How can God use? Girl, bye. It was
Yeah.
such an ignorant statement, but it was all because of her disdain for Phaedra, really and truly. And if it was Jackie's mumbling word, mom's the word, wouldn't have said nothing, because they think Jackie is the saint, the men of Jesus, the little God of they old little circle. And if it was Jackie praying and doing all those things, they wouldn't have had a problem. But anyway, so yeah, so Phaedra is praying for Sweet Tea because she's an emotional wreck and stuff like that. So I think Contessa and somebody else, I don't know if it was Dr. Mimi.
Mimi, Dr. Mimi and Contessa.
Yeah,
Dr.
they all
Contessa.
rallying around
Yeah.
them and supporting her in that moment. So they said this was a whole lot. So they had to get 2 separate boats to bring the people back on. And as they was getting on the boat, I noticed that I think it was Greg, Sweet Tea, and it was I don't know.
That was
the other couple.
Scott and Contessa, I think.
Greg was zoned out. He was not listening.
No,
I
I'm
think
sorry. So it was Mimi and no,
whoever the couple was that they was talking to.
it was Phaedra and Shaq.
Dr. G was zoned out.
He was still hot. You know what I'm saying? When you in a situation like that, you been in a fight or you about to get in a fight or you got in a heated argument, it takes a while for a man to calm down. And you can tell Dr. G, he was zoned out. He probably still thinking about the whole thing in his head where he like, dang, I could swept the leg or I could did a karate chop. So he was thinking all that stuff he could have done. So that's why he was over there sitting there all quiet and mad and like looking out into the ocean.
Now, I know some of y'all getting y'all feelings and start saying stuff that we haven't even discussed yet because some of y'all don't watch the whole video. But let me say this, I did not approve, and we both gonna say this and dive deep into it on how Dr. G talked to Sweet Tea. Absolutely absurd.
Yeah. It's hard for me to kind of take off of Dr. G, especially after I seen him how he talked to Sweet Tea. This episode and the episode they was at the thing together, he was telling her to be quiet. Yeah, it was kind of rough for me. It's kind of hard for me to swallow to see him talk to her like that.
Yeah.
But going back to Dr. G sitting on the boat, he was just hot, still mad, and like I said, still trying to figure out what he could have done, man. He probably said, I could do a backflip and knocked him in the head. All that, man.
But so King said he was telling his girl Quad that he said, I told him not to say nothing to you, but you can say something to him. I said, King, make it make sense. Neither one of them need to say anything to her because it all started. Now, if I'm right or wrong, tell me I'm wrong. It all started when drunk Quad, whatever you want to call it, Quad said something to them. Now, do neither one of them want to be in each other's presence, and is either one of them trying to, kind of up each other and stuff? Probably so. But the fact is that she starts speaking about their marriage. She starts saying something about their marriage. So I think it started then. So you can't, in my opinion, can't be telling your girl not to say nothing to him. Well, he can't say nothing to her if she commenting and saying something to them. I think neither one of them should say anything to each other about their marriage, previous marriage, or relationship.
King, you wrong, bro. You did wrong. I'm gonna tell you straight up, you did wrong because if you're gonna check Greg, you need to check your woman.
Exactly.
Okay, because she started this mess. She up there drunk, picking at Dr. G, picking at Dr. G. I don't care who fault it was. She started that.
Mm-hmm.
And she started that. So you should have checked her because a woman can get a man into a bad situation by running their mouth sometimes. Okay, let's keep it real. And sometimes, you tell the brother, man, don't talk to my woman like that, but let me handle my woman. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk to her. But I understand what she said, and she was wrong for that. Or, bro, you ain't got to say that to my wife, but, let me, 'cause I know she started this. But so you got to check your woman also. He's not checking his woman. He's checking Dr. G. Mm-hmm. So basically, he's getting his woman free range to say anything to Dr. G. And Dr. G decided to say something back. He wanted to get froggy with Dr. G.
Right. Well, we know, Dr. G started when he said, oh, yeah, I told her to shut the F up. He never heard that. Quad never heard that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it started with Dr. G opened his big mouth. You talking about Quad talk too much, you do too.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, when Dr. G was trying to apologize to the last episode, he said, man, I respect you. No disrespect, man. I was just like, I want us to be cool, be cordial with one another. But he said, yeah, I did tell her to shut the F up. That part right there was a line he should have never crossed. He should have kept that to himself.
Yep. So, Contessa was apologizing, Mimi saying that, this ain't normally how it goes. And she was lying. She knows she was lying.
She said she was lying too.
Heaven and Simone apologized to Apollo and
why?
What she called her?
Bad built body.
Yeah, to the girl.
Why?
That girl.
Why apologize to them? For what?
I have no idea.
I don't understand why.
I have no idea.
What's the apology for?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry. And and Heaven up there saying, it's not her fault. Mm-hmm. Dude,
it's absolutely your fault.
You the one that invited Apollo.
Yep.
Okay. And my thing, even though you told Phaedra, you can look at her body language. You can see her energy over the phone that she really didn't want that to happen.
Right.
And you could have picked up on that, but you didn't care. You didn't care because you wanted to prove a point.
And let's be clear that, some people may say, well, she said it's a lot of stuff that goes into editing. If I remember correctly, I know Phaedra was saying something like, she really didn't understand why she was doing it, but she probably said, okay, because she probably knew it was production based. And did Phaedra probably bring that man on there on purpose? Probably. And did she know? Yeah, Phaedra know how the game works. So yeah, you gonna bring yourself, then I'm gonna bring my man, or not my man, or somebody that she dated. That Phaedra don't care nothing about that y'all was friends, because according to what she saw, she just recently found out that they knew each other. Mm-hmm. But of course, Phaedra could be lying. I don't know who telling the truth.
Doesn't matter if she lied or not. The point is, Heavenly brought this man on this trip
and got mad at Phaedra for bringing another man. Remember, she said, "How she gonna bring another man apart? That's not her man." Apollo coming. That's her ex-husband. Who cares?
Like you said last episode, she wanted to see Phaedra at that trip by herself, alone, looking sad.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Apollo explained how he was shocked to see. We be calling the man, it ain't Shaq. It's
Shaq.
It's called something.
It's Shaq to me.
Yeah,
it's Shaq to me.
Shrek. But anyway, see him there. And so because that's his friend and stuff like that. And so
is he? Is he
He said he was surprised to see his good friend now. So Apollo said that, he tried to call Phaedra to just kind of sit down and do a one-on-one or whatever, but he was like,
I
she
don't
wasn't here
understand.
for it.
What's the point of having a one-on-one with Phaedra?
Maybe.
You got your wife there with you. You know what I'm saying? So, and you and Phaedra, y'all the past. Maybe I'm missing something.
You ain't missing that. I just don't understand. Apollo just want airtime, child. He ain't got to, being on TV. And his ex-wife now, because they done filed for divorce, is sitting up there, honey, looking stupid, honey, looking real stupid.
Man,
So yeah,
it go heavily. Hey, thank you for coming to talk to us, hugging Apollo wife, man. I said, you trying to be petty. That's all you trying to do. Trying to be petty.
To me, they teamed up and did this because they was talking about they want to see people co-parent, blah, whatever. They teamed up, they did, and Simone right there with Heavenly because she cannot stand Phaedra to sit there and dog that woman out.
Yeah, like I said, I used to like Simone, but this one, she kind of, she disappointed me on this one.
Jackie come over to see Phaedra, and so she let her know that she was leaving. And she said that Phaedra said she blamed Jackie for this. I don't see how she can blame her, but she felt that Jackie should have stepped in. She said, nobody took my side. Nobody was there for me. And Jackie was like, who y'all think? I know I'm close with Jesus, but I can't. I was like, come on now.
I really think Phaedra was expecting Jackie because she looked at Jackie probably like Jackie has the most sense in the group. You know what I'm saying? And I guess she was expecting Jackie to step in, like, you know what, this is wrong, y'all. You got to show her some grace.
Right.
But Jackie never stepped in because she probably thought Jackie was team heavily because, she team heavily. I mean, heavily and Jackie's kind of close. And Phaedra thought, okay, now everybody trying to team up on me, so I'm out.
That's one thing about it. Being in a group with a bunch of women and a bunch of people and seeing people team up on one person, I don't like. Even if the person was wrong, I just don't feel that it's a good thing to team up on one person. Because one, I've been in that position before and it doesn't feel good. Even, like I say, even though that person's wrong, you should have a lot of people shut up. If it's one or two people that say what they need to say, say what they say. But everybody chiming in on the situation, I think that's wrong. And I think Phaedra didn't feel like she had nobody but Sweet Tea. But then Sweet Tea, honey, she's still fighting for her life in the group for real. Yeah. And Contessa just came back, so it ain't like the core people, right? Yeah. It's just kind of like taking up,
Then the core people also like Team Apollo. You know what I'm saying? They bring Apollo and his new wife. So Phaedra's looking at all of that stuff that's going on, man.
Jack was like, "You really gonna leave?" She said, "Yep."
And walked out. She said she shot what you call sashayed out.
Yes, she did. She said, "Y'all a bunch of mean girls," and I don't play with mean girls. She said, "I'm gonna catch another flight. I'm gonna catch my jet,
private jet,
my private jet." So Heavenly and Simone are talking about Phaedra as per usual, honey, about this and about that and all that stuff, whatever. So Toya said she was trying to figure out why Apollo even came. I think she said in her confession, like, why was he even invited?
Right.
Like Toya, you say what you want, but Toya be coming in with some sense a lot of times.
Yes, she does.
And Greg and Letitia are gone, they was told, and Simone said both of them need healing and and all this stuff. Y'all just not knowing that Quad and that man, y'all just not knowing that.
We not even on the show. I know we watch it, but everybody know that Quad and Dr. G need some healing. They got trauma going on. They need to get over. We knew that, but y'all decided to bring them together, and you saw what you got.
Yep. And the fact that, okay, so now the girls going to get drinks, the guys going to do the cigar thing or whatever. And what I noticed is that Heavenly all up Quad, but she still Quad. They got my girl Quad, but Quad never told you she had a man, and she said she been with this man for a year. Quad didn't even want to fool with y'all when she said that I'm going to the sister circle and them is my real friends over there. So Quad have every opportunity to really and truly downplay y'all friendship and all this stuff, whatever. And then you all up Quad, but I just don't understand for why. I don't understand it. So, and then the folks on the social medias is dragging you for what you said about the
You're right.
the LGBT community. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I be messing the levels up, man.
So they is drag you for filth. The people want you off the show. They said you done ghettoized this show, and they want you off because you is a straight up clown basically, and you talk too much. You get over there on your YouTube channel and just say whatever come up in your mind, and you let it come out your mouth.
Yeah, you know, you might think it's cute to let anything come out of your mouth, but sometimes, you know, that can bite you in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to put a filter over your mouth. You got to filter things come out of your mouth. Because if you say the wrong thing to the wrong group, hey, you can be done.
And let me tell y'all what she said before, because some of y'all may not know. She was saying on her YouTube channel about the fight and all that stuff, whatever. And she was saying, what kind of man is gonna let their woman, be disrespected? You know, I'm talking about a man. I'm talking about a real man, not no gay man, not no B man, but I'm talking about a real straight man. And then the folks took that and put it all on the blogs and dragged her. She had to come back and apologize. Type and she did a video and apologize for what she said because they were dragging her for filth. Because I know a lot of gay men that will take a man through the trenches, honey. You don't want to play with, because I've been known to know that they do fight.
I was in high school. Yeah, story time. I was in high school. I think I was junior high school. And it was this guy, you know, he was gay, you know, going to high school. Everybody knew, you know, we had sugar going on. Anyway.
He had what?
Sugar.
Okay. Ooh, telling your age, honey. He got a little sugar in his tank.
Well, we knew he was gay. And him, this guy, I never forget, we was in the lunchroom. And him, this guy's supposed to be one of the tough guys in our high school. And I forget his name. But anyway.
Yeah, that ain't important.
Yeah, but anyway, the gay guy, you know, guy in the dude's face, they still arguing, they still fighting. Yeah, I'm talking about this gay guy. You know, this dude he was fighting, the gay guy, he's fighting this dude who's supposed to be a tough guy in high school. That gay guy destroyed that dude. I'm talking about destroyed him, man. And after I saw him do that dude like that, I ain't gonna say that. Forget that. I ain't gonna get beat up out.
So that's why people are upset, because of her ignorance in saying what she said. So they all going out to eat, and the ladies are out for drinks. So Simone said that this right here, this is the worst, like, of the group, the worst the group done seen. You know, you had 4 fights that happened in one setting.
4 fights, one setting in a city we've been to. It's made us look bad. It's made us look completely bad. Key West do not want y'all back. They do not want y'all back. I was like, God.
Simone also said that Phaedra said that we a bunch of mean girls. And Toya's like, who? Y'all?
I wonder what she was saying. Why she kept saying y'all?
She said because I just like text Phaedra, talk to Phaedra and stuff like that. So she didn't say nothing, but she talking about y'all. She talking about us, all of us. We a bunch of mean girls and stuff. But Simone said in her confession that Phaedra thinks she is above the girls. She thinks that she's up here, and and I think that when Apollo was talking to Simone and the people call her Hellish, Dr. Heavenly, is that she said that because I think she was asking a question, well, why you think she like that and stuff?
And why she won't let us in?
And he was saying that, y'all like she's an attorney, and then y'all are doctors, and then he was like, yeah, we both we bosses and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, good, shut up. And the folks that drag you, tell me what kind of dentist you is, honey.
And Apollo saying what it is, she know y'all based on the same level she is, and that's why she's not letting her guards down. But I think Apollo was doing that to throw shade at Phaedra, you know what I'm saying? That's what my opinion. But no, then when they was I guess that was they was at the bar, and somebody said, yeah, she Phaedra got on her private jet. Contestant. She said private jet, yeah, private jet. And I think Heavenly said, yeah, she had the jet out there waiting for her last night. That's what contestant thought she left last night. No, they said no, she left this morning. She had the jet out there waiting for her last night. When you got money like that, you can do stuff like that.
And then the fact that who was looking? They was looking?
Yeah. And so, like I said, and that's the thing about it. They can't do stuff like that.
They can if they wanted to. Come on now. Let me shut up, man. Anybody can rent a jet. You know what I'm saying? You can rent a jet. Like,
How much cost?
I don't know. Now, a flight, I don't know, but you can definitely rent a
Yeah,
jet. Doesn't mean it has to be your jet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and Phaedra got connection. There's no telling she could have said, "Hey."
And sometimes connection is worth more than money.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I wish
And
I
you know
had
the right
birch.
people. You know what I'm saying? It's worth more than the money if you know the right people and have the right connection.
Hey, can you get your private jet, your pilot to come and blah 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 blah? Sure.
Or can I stay in your condo for like a whole month down there on the beach? Yeah,
Sure.
come on.
I mean,
That's a lot of money you save right there.
Look, I need them kind of connections in my life. So anyway, so the guys are doing the cigar rolling, and so they sit there and they talk about
rolling cigars, light up.
I still want to know what kind of smoke that is. That's a guppy.
That's how they blow smoke out.
Look at your jaw. Nobody do that.
I do. Whoop.
Nobody do that.
What?
Your jaws.
My jaws? I thought they were cheeks.
Whatever.
I want to go to a cigar bar one day.
No, you won't embarrass me.
Yeah, so come on, babe, get some of the cognac and this cigar.
They can say, what's wrong with you having a stroke? So the guys are talking, and Scott was saying, it might have been too soon for everybody to come together, like the exes and stuff like that. So King was saying he don't think that was it. He said it was just a disrespect of it all. So, certain lines shouldn't be crossed.
Well, that's the problem, though, King. The disrespect came with y'all being around each other too soon. If y'all gave each other time to kind of heal, that disrespect would never popped up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Damon said he agreed with King.
And I just totally disagree with Dr. Damon because he said, basically Dr. Damon said somebody said something to his wife, he had done the same thing.
But do you see how your wife saying everything?
Right. and that's the thing, though. You got to look at the whole context of it. King woman started this mess.
Right.
So it's kind of hard for me to defend my woman when she started. Mm-hmm. I had to check my woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to put me in this position now. You might get my butt whooped because you running your mouth.
Right.
So yeah, I gotta check you. So King should have checked Quad, then handled Dr. G. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because his wife, King woman, started the mess, and Dr. Damien, he got it all wrong, man. Now, if somebody say something to your woman at the blue, just for whatever, yeah, you handle that situation. Right. You take care of that situation.
And Damon ain't. He need to just shut up because Heavenly out here destroying men's careers. She said something about Dr. G. She out here saying whatever the heck she wants to. And Damon will come along and get hurt because this woman out here saying and speaking stuff that don't need to be said. So it's like somebody starting a fire. And then, how this fire get started like that? You know what I'm saying? Then got come and put it. No, that's bull crap to me. Yeah. And the fact too that you got to understand that King need to understand, and Dr. Damon, that Dr. G and Quad were married. There is a level of deepness to that people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Trauma, hurt, all that stuff. It ain't just randomly somebody telling your wife to shut the F up. It is deeper than that. So they being petty with each other. I know people say, Dr. G don't want her. And I know people say, Quad don't want him. But there's still some hurt and trauma there that they're still poking jabs at each other.
That's why I said last episode that there's still some feelings there. Not feeling like I want to get back with you. It's still some hurt feelings there, animosity, hatred, whatever you want to call it. But the point is, I see a lot of people in the comments, Dr. G was wrong. Dr. G was wrong. Quad don't want Dr. G. That is true. Quad don't want Dr. G. But she still has hurt feelings, about Dr. G. Mm-hmm. She has animosity towards Dr. G. The way I look at it, if this man didn't mean nothing to you and you was over this man, you wouldn't be giving him all this energy you was giving him.
And the people said that, Dr. G put hands on Quad, abuse, Quad. And then some of y'all said, well, check the record because Quad got several mug shots where she done put hands on him. So
they could be doing it to each other.
Yeah, exactly. You
know what I'm saying? Who knows?
But the way Dr. G be talking.
Yeah, I can see why. Sweet tea. Smile if you need help. Blink
Girl,
twice.
be careful, girl. Be careful, cause yeah, this ain't what you want, honey. Cause that man right there, he do not. That's why he get a young woman, so he can say that stuff. Because a woman his age be like, who you think you talking to? You ain't my daddy, and you ain't finna talk to me like you sideways.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's surprisingly to me, Dr. G being a psychiatrist, that he can't psychoanalyze himself.
Mm-hmm.
Man, get in the mirror and analyze yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta lay on the couch in front of the mirror, do it, man, because you have some deep issues going on.
He gonna have to let him know.
I know another
Yeah,
psychiatrist do it, but still, he got some.
He
has
do.
some anger issues,
He
man.
do. They say little people have anger issues. Little men.
Ooh, yeah. King will win that fight because he tall. I said, height and tall don't mean you're gonna win a fight.
So let's move on.
Yes, please do.
So
I need to be laying on the couch.
Yes, you do. You can lay right here on the table. So they all getting ready for their couples therapy thing. So Dr. G and Sweet Tea, they went home. And who else?
Phaedra
Phaedra
and
and
Shaq.
they went
they
home.
on the private jet. Apollo and BB, they went to Miami.
They went to Miami. They should have never been around. They shouldn't have. There was nothing for them, no attachment to this group at all. You know what I'm saying? So it was no reason for them to be around, period. So
Hold on. Did BB said she was last episode? Did BB tell Phaedra to leave because Apollo was around his friends or something like that?
She said, "Go on, leave with Apollo friend."
Oh, okay. All right.
So Dr. G is on the phone with Contessa, Dr. Contessa, and so they was, she FaceTime check on them, see how they was doing and stuff like that, and he said that he just not sure, I guess, of what the fight happened and why King came for him, because he said he apologized to the dude. Next thing he know, he turned around, dude taking his shirt off and charging for him.
Dr. G stopped the cap. You know why he got mad when you told him you was doing good at first with the apology. Then you added to the apology. Yeah, I told your woman to shut the F up. Dude, of course you're gonna get a reaction out of the guy.
But remember, they kind of squashed that. Remember, he got in King's face and said some stuff or whatever. He was like, dude, I ain't finna fight you. I got a whole career or whatever.
Right.
And so anyway, I think King was like, he never let that go. It was like, you gonna apologize to Quad. So when all the height of the fight was going on, King and his brilliance thought it was a good idea to talk to Dr. G then.
Pull him to the side.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that was dumb. And so that's when he started, trying to talk to him or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I don't even, I think he said something like that. I'm sorry, but blah, 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 blah. He said something else smart. So it wasn't like, man, you right. I apologize. I shouldn't have said that, yada, yada. So it wasn't that kind of apology.
I know. And that's the thing. Dr. G, he didn't want to look weak in front of King. That's why he said what he said, and then he didn't apologize or he didn't back down. And knowing King is your ex new man, of course you're gonna make stand your ground. So you because you got a little more motivation against this guy because it is your ex dating this guy. So I just think he got caught up in all that, and he didn't want to let it go. His ego got in the way, and it almost cost him. I'm talking about Greg.
So Dr. G and Sweet Tea are back at home.
Chilling like a villain.
He said that he was embarrassed and frustrated for the whole situation, what happened. He said, I wanted to ruin myself. It was toxic, and I didn't want to be in there. He said if it weren't for Shaq being there, he said it would be a fight to the death. And Sweet Tea was like, well, no, it wouldn't. Don't say that, because I was there.
I don't understand what she was trying to get at, though. What she was trying to get at?
She said she was there to help. And he was like, what you gonna do?
Oh, okay.
He was like, you're a woman. And she was like, listen.
She was in the military. She had some training. Then I want to say, Sweet Tea, what training you have? Okay, because it's like you was in a medic unit.
She said she took comeback.
She did comeback what? Comeback what? Comeback training? You know what I'm saying? How long did you take it for? What type of comeback? You know what I'm saying? You was in the Air Force. You look like you was. It's not like you was in the Army or the Marines. You was in the Air Force. And the Air Force got the easiest path in the military.
In other words, she was saying, I don't care. I would have did what I had to do to take up for my man. I don't care. Kick him in the back. I don't care. Bite his ear. But you wasn't there by yourself. You had me. And however, I would have helped. That's basically what she was saying.
I hear you, but still using the Air Force. What could you do? Now, Air Force people say, what you talking about? Yes, us Army people were jealous of Air Force guys. I was stationed at Fort Bragg, and it was Pope Air Force Base right there. I go to the Air Force guys' barracks. They had nice rooms and single rooms, telephones in their rooms. This is back in the early 90s. And I go back to my room. I share with 3 other guys. So, yeah, I was upset. Go ahead.
So he said, you just naive, like, because she was like, why you calling me naive? He was like, you're a woman, you talking all that noise and stuff like that. And she was like, he said that it's your fault.
What?
Now,
What?
he gets upset and walks away because he was mad at Sweet Tea. He taking his anger out and his embarrassment out
I
on
would
her.
love to ask him, why do you think it was Sweet Tea's fault? What made it her fault? I would like to ask him that. Because I'm trying to add this stuff together. What made it Sweet Tea's fault? Because she said something when they were sitting there and she was trying to take off for him when Quas.
It wasn't her fault.
I know. He needed to just depend on somebody. It was your fault, bro. You the one told King that.
I told her to shut the F up.
Yeah.
We could have bypassed all this, and they could have watched it when it was recorded, and like when we watched it, did not know you said it.
I think he was trying to go back to when he was sitting there at the little game,
and he told her to shut up.
Yeah, and when Sweet Tea kept on going, yeah, he told you he divorced you first.
Oh, and that's true.
Yeah, and he was saying telling her to be quiet, but still, even in that scenario, still wasn't Sweet Tea's fault.
Yeah. And he walked away, and I guess they didn't realize they were still Mike, but he went in the bathroom. He walked away. She chased behind him, went in the bathroom, and he's like, you know what? He said, you saying stupid stuff right now. It's your fault. And she was saying, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. And he said, I can do what I want to. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me. I was like, oh my gosh, this man. Now, this is why the cameras ain't there. And I guess they forgot they still mic'd up. But this is why people were saying that Greg was abusive toward Quad. I do believe that Quad know how to hold her own. Now, I can't talk about physical, but I'm talking about verbal. I do believe that she know how to chop back. Now, Sweet Tea, I don't know.
Well, yeah, that wasn't a good look for Greg right there. It wasn't, because he was telling her she needed to listen to him, and I'm the leader and stuff.
He was saying all that.
Yeah, he said something about I'm the leader or something like that in some words. But anyway, yeah, that wasn't a good look, man, because he talked at her, not to her. He talked down to her. And you can kind of tell, Sweet Tea was pleading with him to chill. You don't need to do this. Don't call me naive. Don't call me stupid. I have an opinion. And in his eyes,
she looked embarrassed.
Yeah, in his eyes, she don't have an opinion. His opinion is the only opinion that matters. And it's kind of hard to defend Dr. G on that one right there. I really believe if the guys was to see this or hear about this, it would be hard for them to defend Dr. G too.
Oh yeah, they probably know how Dr. G is for real. I know heavily, and I don't too much care for, but I know she have said that that Dr. G is controlling, and that Sweet Tea is not in a good marriage. As far as it's a toxic marriage and stuff like that.
When you have an older man marry a younger woman, I'm talking a much older man. This is what he wants. He wants control. That's why, like you said earlier, that's why he married younger women. Because he feel like he can mold them and groom them and whatnot, and and here we are.
Mm-hmm. So. Especially, she said she died for the money, access to the money. Yeah. Especially when she say stuff like that and go into groups with an older man group or whatever.
And if you want access to the money, you got to take this lashing from the tongue.
And then the fact too that you said you were gonna give him a baby and all that stuff. So yeah, anyway. So Mimi brought up so they all doing the couples things or whatever. So Mimi, the psychiatrist, she is there. So they asked for her help and stuff. So she said, okay, well, we're gonna use this bowl that got auctioned off at the thing, that Quad auctioned off. We did bring the bowl, and we're gonna we're gonna put lemons in it. So we all dressed up in yellow. We're gonna put lemons in it, and whoever is holding the lemon has the right to speak. Nobody can interrupt. So that's the thing that they're gonna do. So Simone said that we know we got flaws and stuff like that. I know we've been coined as mean girls. We know we got flaws. And Cecil said, mm-hmm. And they looking at Cecil like, what? You got an amen corner? What you chiming in for?
Well, he's right though, man. Y'all have flaws, man. Y'all are mean girls, man. Y'all do things and say things and cut each other's throat, stab each other in the back. So that's mean girl activities, is it not?
Yeah. I want to see this. I know it's mean girl activity over there on the Housewives too, as well. So don't. I just know that Phaedra used to mean girl stuff. You know what I'm saying? But maybe this was a different kind of mean girl because maybe she knew that deep inside that these girls were jealous of her. You know, and never really accepted her. They said she don't open up and all that stuff, or whatever. So it is what it is. You know, they wanted to know more about her life, but Phaedra got a chick to come on there and just say and just kind of coordinate things, and she didn't want to open up. But on Atlanta Housewives, I don't think Phaedra's that open as well. So it's not like she does
That's
that.
her personality, probably.
Yeah. So let's see. So the question was, how do you feel about the exes in the group? You know, being a part of the group. You bringing your ex to the group. Me, it would be a no. Like nobody really and truly wants that. And now some people are really good friends with their exes, so it wouldn't be a problem. But for those that did it didn't end well and all that stuff, no. So
Well, I don't want my ex on the show with me. Oh heck no! It'd be a little after lockup. If she was on the show.
So it said if both exes were, Mimi said that if both exes worked through their past trauma and the healing and all that, both of them, not just one, but both of them, then I could see them being on the show. But no, if they have not, and it seems like
She called him out.
yeah, it don't seem like these two KoEd and
Greg?
have worked through their issues. So no, they don't need to be on there.
And you saw Quad face like she didn't want to hear that, but it's the truth, man.
Yeah.
You know, if y'all can't be in each other's presence, man, without all this toxicity and this anger and this hatred for one another, y'all shouldn't be around one another. Y'all shouldn't even be on this show. You know what I'm saying? At least somebody got bowed out. You know what I'm saying? Either Greg got to leave the show or I got to leave the show.
Yeah, because we don't want to see this next season. So Jackie said, no, it'll be a no for her. She cannot have her ex on the show. Toya said Letitia and Dr. G was wrong. Let's keep it 100. She said, but let's be honest, we do have mean girl behavior. Like we are mean girl. We do some mean stuff. And we really and truly need to look in the mirror ourselves.
I said, thank you, Toya. I'm glad, you admit that because the other women, they weren't going to say that. Because Simone don't think they mean girls. We might do some bad things, but we come back around together and we get back together. No, y'all do some mean crap.
And then they showed, the production showed the clips, got receipts. There are different ones saying some stuff. And I mean, I know Quad said what she said and did, but like I said, I don't like nobody ganging up on one person. And to me, it was mean girl behavior last time when y'all was determined to kick Quad off the show. And y'all kicked her, she was in California.
Y'all sent her back home.
She ain't had no private jet like Phaedra. She
had to get on her spirit and fly on back.
She had to get on back home. So y'all brought her there to send her on back home. So Heavenly said that, she was wrong. And I'm glad she said that she was wrong initially for bringing Sweet Tea on the show without even talking to KoEd.
Who brought Sweet Tea on the show?
Heavenly. I think that people were trying to get Dr. G, once they found out that he was marrying, somebody else, then she teamed up with Sweet Tea, get to know her, and convince her to be on the show.
So Heavenly brought Sweet Tea on the show, and they had the most arguments on the show. That don't make no sense.
So she said, she didn't consider Quad's feelings to bring, the ex around. So who's that said? Both partners haven't done the work. Who said they said that King? King was saying that, he noticed, I guess, them both partners haven't done the work. And he said that. So I don't understand why you not holding your girl accountable for her issues
Yeah,
that she got with her ex.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So Eugene said Dr. G feelings need to be acknowledged as well. And Quad said, I know I had a limit, but I agree. But y'all just need to consider myself and my situations in the equation as well. So maybe Quad will fight for her next season on the show. I don't know. You know what I'm
That's what it
saying?
sounds like after you put it that way. Like
Yeah.
she's trying to make sure she comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta take Quad feelings into consideration. You also gotta take Dr. G feelings into consideration. But none of this would have went down this way if Quad wasn't picking at Dr. G at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If Quad was sat there and been quiet, don't say nothing to Dr. G, Sweet Tea, and let everything just go as planned, and none of this would have been happening.
Right.
Because Quad kept picking and poking and picking and poking until Dr. G said something. Now all this is transpired now.
Yeah. So I don't know what. And Damon said that he like everybody good people. Everybody got the issue with they good people. Child, check your wife. So my thing is that I don't know who I would want to see back next season. Y'all drop down in the comments and say if you had to choose. You know what I'm saying? Quad or Sweet Tea, or Quad and King, or Sweet Tea and Dr. G.
He might not be on the show next season. It depends how the restraining order goes.
Right. Well, they made a statement. They came out and said some stuff with them. But not you. You don't want to know.
What they
So
say?
I know that they called Dr. G a snitch.
Mm.
But I don't. Well, I ain't gonna spoil it, so I don't know. I'm gonna let it play out on the show, But so yeah, I don't know who I would want to see. Sweet Tea kind of grows on me here and there, so it's not like
Actually, Sweet Tea has grown on me. You know what I'm saying? I think Sweet Tea is the only person on that show that would go after heavily like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I gotta use her as a weapon.
Right.
So she's grown on me.
Quad is entertaining, she throw a little light shade, but this season I don't think it was entertaining, because of the situation and all that stuff, whatever. So but yeah,
I really think, to be honest with you, in real talk, I think Quad and Dr. G both don't need to be on the show until they get some therapy.
Yeah.
Because they both got some issues going on.
Yeah.
I know Dr. G got issues. He had anger problems and whatnot. He got to get that situated. But Quad, she has, I think that's why she drinks a lot too. Mm. She drinks a lot, in my opinion. Mm.
So yeah, y'all let us know. But that's all we got, and I'm sure that reunion be rolling around real soon. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget that we do Married at First Sight on Tuesdays, and we go live on Thursday to discuss the show. Ready to Love is on Friday. Family Fiance is on Saturday, and yeah, I think that's it for the. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go God and let God go with you.
I'll put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!